BNP Paribas, partenaire des plus belles histoires de Roland-Garros, aux côtés des ramasseurs de balles depuis plus de 50 ans.
Preparation was great. I had a week back home in Tunisia after Rome, and then this week here in Roland-Garros with hitting with different players. So hopefully we did our maximum, and hopefully we can be ready for the match.
I guess first of all, what is when you go back home? What is that like? And yeah, how do you kind of get away from tennis when you're home in Tunisia?
I don't. I usually practice a lot, but no, we have like a good structure, private. We just practice with my team. We had, to work like a mini preseason for the week after Rome, and it was nice. It was nice to rebuild, feeling good in the body and not hurting everything. Was helpful to get some training, but it was very nice to be home. It's always nice to sleep in your own bed. It's always amazing, but yeah, hopefully it will be worth it. Don't be shy.
Yeah. and so obviously things haven't always been easy for you this year. Mentally, do you come in here, I guess, with lower expectations in the sense that less pressure, and do you feel like that might be able to help you play freely?
I hope so. I always demand more from myself, even though I know I haven't played a lot of matches on clay, and I know maybe confidence-wise is not amazing, but it's a different approach. Let's put it that way, and then let's see what's gonna happen. I know I have the game. I know I can play amazing. It just need to click, and I hope it will happen. All I know is I've been giving 100% and even more during practice, and we had amazing, 2 weeks of practice. I'll try my best so I don't regret it, and hopefully, all the good energy will be my way.
I was curious if you saw what Caroline Garcia posted a couple weeks ago about playing through injury and how athletes seem to be taught that that's maybe an honorable thing and a necessary thing. And I'm just curious, in your experience, have you found the need to push yourself and play and compete, even if you are dealing with physical problems? And maybe if at any point in your career that changed for you and you were able to say, okay, I need to take a break.
Every point of my career was like that, I guess. Yeah, it's very tough to deal with injuries and probably to say when to stop and when to push. That's very tough. And I think not just for injuries, but also when you're tired. You don't know if you need to push through it to be better, physically, or to rest because you don't want to get injured, And I guess in the first time of my career was last year during the US Open. I decided to stop and not play, and that decision came very, very late because I was suffering with my shoulder a lot and I couldn't play, and it was affecting my game. It was affecting my confidence. So yeah, pushing through injury, I've been doing that my whole life because, we have a lot of guilt inside us saying we're not doing enough or it's not enough. The pressure from, sponsors, the pressure from the ranking, the pressure of providing, some different players provide for their families as well. So it is a very tough sport, unfortunately, but, I'm learning. I'm 30 years old, but I'm still learning in that. It's nice to talk to different players and see that they're feeling the same thing about it. Yeah. Inspire the question here.
I'm curious about how tough it's been for you with visas over your career, traveling so much, and one of our friends is not here because of that reason. So yeah, just curious what your experience has been with that.
I love my country. I love Tunisia, but it is very tough to get visas. With a certain status lately, it was better. At least I can get 4 or 5 year visa. But beginning of my career, it was very tough. It takes a lot of time doesn't, you know, sometimes you just don't get, you get 6 months visa, for example, for Europe, and you cannot have that. You just have to reply again. It takes a lot of paperwork. It takes time for the visa to be ready. So yeah, it's been a nightmare doing my career. Yeah, it is very tough to deal with that. But yeah, it's one more thing that to add to all the things that we deal with. Maybe not. I'm a very organized person, so and I'm very, you know, sometimes I try to, okay, this visa ends that time. But I remember my coach once we were at the airport and we were going to Berlin and then we were going to UK. And then he's like, my visa expired. I'm like, really? This is when you check it? So we had to do everything, and really thanks to the UK, we got the visa like very, very quick, and that was really unbelievable. So, and yeah, it was the time I think where I did the second final or the first final, I can't remember, yeah.